here we are. We've just set up camp at Junee ex-Servos Club. So we'll be here for a couple of days, I guess, and we'll see what happens after that.
And they've been nice enough to let us park in the car park because the camping ground is just way too muddy.
Yeah.
So that's a huge relief.
So yeah, I'll just spin it around and you can have a look at where we are anyway. That's where we're supposed to camp, on that dirt section there, dirt grass. But they're expecting rain this afternoon and we just weren't going to risk it, so we just parked on there. We got permission, but we parked just there in their car park. So it's a good spot. It's the ex-Servos Club out the front. And that's the view looking up the road.
Red Cow Hotel at Junee. Open 7 days, lunch and dinner. Happy hour on Fridays 4 till 6, so that's a bonus. Nice old pub, original condition.
And here's the statue of Ray Rabbits Warren, one of the best footy callers I've ever heard. And what an honour to have a statue put in Junee after yourself.
It says Ray Warren, the voice of rugby league, born and bred in Junee, officially unveiled by the Premier of New South Wales, the Honorary Barry O'Farrell MP, August 6, 2011. It does look like them too.
And the statue sits in a nice little park here next to the railway line.
And the roses would be beautiful out in bloom.
Yes. There's a commercial hotel on the corner up there. I gotta say, there looks like there's nearly a pub on every corner in this town in the old days. Obviously a few of them shut down now, but it must have been a popular place to sit around and have a beer. Anyway, this is the railway station. It's probably one of the best railway stations buildings I've seen in a long time.
It's beautiful.
I have these gates on the way in. But this platform on this side, wow, looks quite impressive.
So it's a 15-minute walk. We're hoping that that's all it is because we're freezing cold. It's 19th of July, my mum's birthday. Happy birthday, Mum. And yeah, this is a beautiful walkway coming through here. So I'll just give you a bit of information here. So we got 1901 to 2001, and then it's just this time capsule was dedicated by Lola Cummins. So it's to be opened in the year 2101, sorry. And then over here, so, and these roses again, there's roses everywhere in Junee we're finding, and they'd be absolutely beautiful during the summer or blooming time. So the seats in Junee, they're just gorgeous. Like, they have different things on the ends of the seats made out of cast iron or metal or something. So very nice. We're at the Chocolate and Licorice Factory at Junee, and there's a historical garage over there, garage with historical vehicles, $4 entry. So we'll have a look at that a bit later. And the beautiful gardens here at the back of the Licorice Factory. And then that's the car park, quite a big car park, which is good. Bit of a information sign here with the different tourism. So we're actually staying at the ex-servos. We'll do the Monte Christo tomorrow. We're going to do the Railway Museum. Then a little earlier today we did the railway station, the Broadway Hotel, it's in the main street, and now we're at the Licorice and Chocolate Factory. So looking forward to seeing all those on our stay. It's just a beautiful big old building. So I'll take you up the driveway. This is the driveway from the car park. Old car. Gee, my dad would love that car. He was right into all these vintage cars. Had a big collection.
Okay. Oh, great on. Wow.
Okay, so we'll see if we can film inside. I'll let you know. Where all the chocolate's made.
Chocolate cake, every bite is great to take. Chocolate ice cream, chocolate pie, makes me happy, oh my, oh my. Chocolate cookies, chocolate cake, every bite is great to take. Chocolate ice cream, chocolate pie, makes me happy, oh my, oh my.
So Dave just walked out of the licorice shop, and we just worked out he's wearing the same jacket as what they're actually selling for the Junee shop. $95. So we've just replaced the Junee Licorice and Chocolate Factory with our Davedani logo.
Good morning, guys. So here we are at Junee Ex-Servicemen's Club. It's only 8 degrees outside. It's quite windy, so we've decided to drive to a couple of places today. One being the railway Roundhouse, and then Monte Christo, the haunted house. So
That should be good.
yeah,
Looking forward to that.
we're going to be doing that today. But we're going to drive there instead of walk. We were going to walk, but it's too cold. So we'll just bring you some footage as the day unfolds, and yeah.
And it's about half an hour walk to the railway museum, so in this weather we're just not going to risk it, because it's forecast to rain until 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the plan for today, so we'll check back in a bit later. Hey guys, we've just turned up at the Roundhouse Museum, so I'm just going to take some footage on the way in. So I'll just turn you around and we'll go in. Sorry, just had to turn the mic on. One of those old trolleys used to carry the tools, and probably a couple of tradesmen on to go in the tunnels and fix the rail lines.
What's that say on the flagpole there?
Erected to the memory of those employees of Junee Locomotive Branch who gave their lives 1914 to 1918, lest we forget. And then erected to the memory of those employees of Junee Mechanical Branch who gave their lives 1939 to 1945, lest we forget. So, old crane. Bit of a gazebo.
And the gazebo is dedicated to railway employees as well.
It's a bit of a plaque here.
So this gazebo, dedicated to railway employees, was unveiled on Saturday the 4th of October 1997 by the Honorary Tim Fisher, Deputy Prime Minister at the time, and Mr Eric Turton, Junee Railway worker for over 50 years. It was built by all the staff and the inmates of the Junee Correctional Centre.
It's an old cart they would have used to run along the railway lines and do maintenance and stuff.
Oh, and it's freezing.
Okay. There's DD, our motorhome in the car park. There's the prices to get in.
Good morning, how are you? Oh, a bit chilly outside.
So this is the museum.
Sorry?
I swear it was leaking at someone door, yeah.
Some old tools down there. The old padlocks they used to use in the old days. And you got the badges. That's an old heater. Used to have those in the carriages back in the old days. They used to heat them up, and that would be how you keep warm in a carriage. Remember the old telephones?
Yeah.
That's an old train seat. There's some signal lights and a trophy. The Greg Gibson Room was officially opened by Mrs. Kay Hull, MP, National Party, Federal Member for Riverina, 3rd of October 1999. And you've got all these hats. And the old conductor's hats. And the old Southern Region Network. We go up this railway, model railway. It's amazing. Well, there is a car accident there with an ambulance, police.
And a little man digging in the dirt and the lady waving.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So much detail.
Yeah, a lot of detail. And then the kids on the swing just through there.
Okay.
Who's going to do it?
So this is the actual outside of the roundhouse, where we're going to go inside and have a look inside, but that's the outside of it. And again, there's an old rail cart they would have used for moving whatever they put in those carts. But yeah, so it's just a big brick roundhouse. I guess they use this to turn the trains around. I've seen that sign a few times, Bureau of Trains. So I don't know how many carriages will video today, but there might be about 13 or so of them, and bits and pieces around the place. Again, that's an old maintenance van that would have run up and down the rails, checking the quality of the railway line and stuff like that.
Old luggage.
Yeah, that's an old luggage trolley. You used to see them in Central Station years ago. And an old Bowser, petrol Bowser. There's a lot of the old,
That's really old.
well, not the old locomotives, but it went from steam to diesel. And it's an old carriage.
Toilet.
The old luggage racks up the top. Old toilet in there. You can jump in there. There's a toilet in here. It's a bit dark, but hopefully you can see it. And there, just more seats.
Ice drinking water cabinet.
So, gauges. I'd say back in the day you're probably allowed to smoke on these trains, so it's places to put your cigarette butts. Steam crane 1080 goes to Ivanhoe. I actually worked at Ivanhoe when I was a fitter in the railway. The Junee accident van. Must have had some accidents back in the day.
Kitchen in there.
Yeah, wow. So they must have served food on this train. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dining
So
table.
is it, yeah, just noticed a dining table. So they would have served alcohol and everything in there.
I thought that was a toilet, it's a sink. Have a look at the toilet in there.
It's the men's toilet. Yep. And she looks really comfortable. Yes, couldn't see sitting on that in 2-degree temperatures. That's an old boiler. Yeah.
That's with the bed folded up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sink's folded up, bed's folded up. You just have a seat there.
Oh, the window latch.
Don't wreck it. There's your bed folded down again, the sink folded down. So yeah, just one cabin after another. And the ladies' toilet down this end.
Well, I'm not sure because there's
Oh.
a shower there.
Yeah,
There's
they-
no toilet.
No, they turned it into a shower. It used to be a toilet. So we're in the old steam locomotive, all the gauges and taps. And
I'm just shoveling some coal in.
yeah. So that's where they would have shoveled coal in to keep the steam engine going, and this is where they would have stored the coal. So it would have been, you would have needed to be fit. There's the old shovel just hanging on the wall there.
Yeah, right.
So
And that's where the driver was. Gee, he only had a little window to look out, didn't he?
yeah, they're saying this is about 100 years old, this steam engine. They've restored it, done a good job of it too. This is the outside of that steam locomotive. It's probably about 100 years old. And they've just restored it. I think it's an ongoing job actually. And old railway signs, North Wollongong. So it's a 3609. So they had to take all the outside panelling off because it had asbestos under it. So they took all the outside panelling off and redid it. And this is the roundhouse table where they bring the trains in and turn them round and then park them on whatever line they want, so they can do their maintenance. So they're still using the other side there as working on locomotives and stuff like that. And then on this side it's sort of dedicated to the museum. So this is all the locomotives and carriages they've restored or continue to restore. So if you're a railway enthusiast, it's not a bad place to come and have a look at. I'm just gonna show you the panels they had to take off. So all along here, they had to remove these outside panels because there was asbestos underneath it. So they took them off, removed the asbestos, and then refitted them. And then they painted the whole thing. So yeah, pretty good job. If you want to read all that, you just pause the video and then yeah, you can read what it says about this. It's a second class express lavatory carriage. I wonder what the first class was like. Just wanted to film the dog prints that are in the concrete. Apparently when they laid the concrete, a dog walked in and left some dog prints, so they actually made a metal one as a souvenir. So that dog sits at the front door now, just as remembering what the dog did in the old days. Put his prints in the cement. An old carriage. And there's a carriage that I once travelled in, and it has the brick heater sitting on the floor.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's a heater.
Wow.
And I have to say they don't work that great, but it's better than nothing. Some old tools, accessories.
Seats are a little bit more comfortable today.
Yes. There's just something about name in there, Roundhouse Museum. But yeah, that's an old railway seat. Crossing sign. Signal box thing. And the tools that would be used to link the trains together probably. This is where they take the trains into the roundhouse. Take them down through those gates onto the turntable, and then they'll rotate the train and park it in whichever bay they wanted it to go into. And then yeah, back to the office we walked in at. So that's our trip or tour of the museum done.
And good timing as it starts to rain. But yeah, look, it's a great place to come. So if you want a day out, I think this is a great place, especially for kids as well, just to see the history. But not only for kids, we loved it. We loved seeing the history of the trains and just the different carriages and the trains, the way people travelled before we were on trains.
Yeah.
And some of them while you were still working on them. So
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, it was good. Even that model railway line.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, good. All right, we'll catch up with you soon. Here we are at Monte Christo. Known as Australia's most haunted homestead. So we'll see what happens. So we've just arrived to Monte Christo. Just paid the entry fee, and now we're going to actually walk up to the main homestead.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh well, we'll see if we find any ghosts. We'll check back in later. Oh no, actually
Keep filming.
I'll film this up to... We've seen some YouTube videos of this place, and a lot of times people actually walk up this path, walking into the property. I think it might be the old entrance. Maybe they don't use it anymore.
Original sundial.
Yeah. What time is it today? It is cloud o'clock. Too cloudy. Yeah, so you can just see glimpses of the city through the trees, and yeah, apparently that's what he wanted to be able to keep an eye on the town. But anyway, this is the walk up to the homestead. And there it is. Most haunted house in Australia. But yeah, this is the Monte Christo. So we're going to have a look inside and see what we find out.
So we've come across a sign that says, please read. So it says, welcome to Monte Christo Homestead. Before making judgment to the upkeep of the homestead and grounds, please know that we do not get any government grants or funding or have volunteers help us, as insurance will not cover them. We try our best to keep the doors open to visitors to share in the amazing work that Reg Ryan achieved in over 50 years restoration. Please enjoy your visit today.
And people still live in this house. I'll just take a bit of a quick shot of that, and if you guys want to read the whole thing, you just pause the video. It's quite dark in here, so I hope the video turns out okay.
Did I drop it?
So So that's all the furniture in it.
So this looks like it's the formal dining room. I would imagine that's Mrs. Crawley.
Mr. Crawley over there, but you can't get over close. Well, it's a bit dark. They've really kept all the furniture and that in pretty good nick.
Yeah, definitely.
Even the carpet.
So the Ryans have lived in Monte Cristo for more than half a century. Olive Ryan, my husband's ghost, calls out my name.
And unfortunately she's in hospital at the moment. 95 years of age. So I'll just go back down this way. Old telephone there.
A hat rack.
Big grandfather clock. There's all the hats in the corner there. Another room.
It's like an informal dining room, isn't it? A sitting room. Do you want to go through there first?
We just come out of there.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, gee, these stairs are very steep, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now we're at the top level. There's the view of the city from up here. Nice view. And yeah, the lady at the foyer said this is the bedroom they use at present. So Lawrence
And his wife.
and his wife use this room currently. So this is only open on weekends, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so they must put all these ropes up just for when visitors are here, otherwise they'd probably use this as a sitting room.
It's really weird though. I actually did come up those stairs and felt a bit anxious. It's probably, I don't know why, probably because of everything that we've already heard.
Another bedroom.
So assuming that all these bedrooms up here are still currently being used.
Well, she mentioned that there's only allowed to be one couple stay,
Oh, that's right. She did too.
so... Bed. How would you get that bed in here? You need a crane.
Look at that. Look at the curtains blowing. Like those windows
They're
aren't.
shut.
They're not. Yeah, the windows are completely closed, and because of the strong breeze outside, it must get so cold in here overnight.
Yeah, got the open fire there, which doesn't look like it's getting used anymore. Wow, that's crazy.
And even the curtain blowing there, although that could be because the front door's open, but
There's another room out there, Molly.
there's
This old chair. And that that chair. And that bit of furniture.
It must get quite cold. And these stairs all go down sideways. Because this is
How steep.
where do we go now?
Mirror on the wall. Okay, so that's the homestead.
Original dairy room. Later became a groom's room, then the caretaker's dwelling.
That's where the guy was chained up.
Yeah.
Just the grounds of the property. This is inside the original dairy room.
Put the old bed over there. The old record player down there on the ground.
That's where the old guy used to sleep. Yeah, record player, old bottles.
So we've got the boy's steel. We had known that for many years there had been a mentally retarded man named Harold Steele chained up here at the dairy cottage. There is still a round hole worn in the brick wall in the left-hand side of the doorway by his chain. Says Harold's mother was a great housekeeper at the homestead when Mrs. Crawley was alive. After Mrs. Crawley's death, she was allowed to stay on, but Mrs. Steele eventually passed away from an apparent heart attack. So that's the chains there in the wall.
Yeah, or a big hole in the wall. So that's the old toilet, the old outhouse. And you know, you get double vanities these days. They had double toilets back in those days, maybe. You can go together. How cosy.
Wow, look at these carriages.
I wonder how old these are.
So this one here, the baker's cart, is 1900.
Homemade bread.
Used up to the 1950s to deliver freshly baked bread door to door. And all the horse saddlery and horse equipment.
It's an old timber lathe.
Is that it still with the timber in it there?
Yeah. Just put a blade on this and just
Yeah, right.
get on it. You've got to be good at it.
Your dad was good at it.
Yeah. My dad had a timber lathe, but it was run by a motor. The old kerosene heater down there.
Wow. think a little sheep acting as a ghost up there. It's a bit dark in there.
Very dark. There's clothes on the bed, but can't see them. Yeah, that's the original homestead.
Maybe you're supposed to turn the light on if you go in.
Looks like a storeroom.
Laundry, washer room, obviously.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So all the old washing machines and
Yeah, laundry.
irons up the top shelf there. All the old irons. And even over here, look at these old irons.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They just look like bricks on with handles on top of them.
And then you got your traditional mop.
Yeah, modern day. The Vida. Okay.
This is the ballroom.
Wow.
So we just come out of the Monte Christo, Australia's most haunted homestead. I felt a bit anxious going into the main homestead, but I don't think that was because of anything spiritual. It was just everything that we'd already seen.
Yeah.
And you know what to expect. So, but other than that, we didn't feel any ghosts or any.
I wasn't uncomfortable in my chest,
no.
or I didn't feel cold because it's freezing anyway. But some people feel cold at the bottom of the staircase in the main residence, but I didn't really feel anything. So,
no.
But it was good to come and see it.
Oh, it was a great experience. Great to come and see it. And it did just feel like you were walking through history and through an old museum. So, wonderful experience. Would definitely recommend it. However, we didn't feel any ghostly feelings or anything that we've actually seen other people feel. But again, as Dave said, most of them felt cold or shivering, and we were already cold and shivering, so that might have taken that away.
Maybe we were supposed to feel hot and sweaty. I don't know, but anyway.
Anyway,
it was good fun.
On to the next.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share our channel. And we hope to see you somewhere out on the road.